my meal while watching Family Man 3 on Amazon Prime, and this season is not that much satisfying. I am pretty disappointed from this season. And as of now, currently, everybody is milking on Stranger Things season 5. Everybody has binge watched that series season 5 in one day, and like कोई कितना वेला हो सकता है भाई, कैसे? एंड आई वॉज डिसअपॉइंटेड राइट फ्रॉम द सीजन 4. सीजन 3 तक इट वॉज गुड कि हाँ अच्छी सीरीज है, आई एम एंजॉइंग इट, बट राइट फ्रॉम द सीजन 4 लाइक आई लॉस्ट माई इंटरेस्ट इन दैट. Recently, I had watched Maxton Hall. Like I binge watched both seasons together on Amazon Prime. Maxton Hall, it was a pretty good series. Now, this is what I am paying my money for. और अब पैसों की बात से एक और चीज़ बताता हूँ मैं. I paid 1500 rupees for getting subscription of Amazon Prime. बट स्टिल मोस्ट ऑफ चीज़ें इस पे अवेलेबल ही नहीं रहती. जैसे लेट्स से आई वॉन्ट टू वॉच हैरी पॉटर. सो सी, दिस इज अवेलेबल टू रेंट. आई कैन नॉट वॉच दिस. एंड चलो, इवन दो आई एग्री टू पे रेंट ऑफ दिस, बट स्टिल दिस एडवर्टाइजमेंट आर सो मच irritating. Like let me give you example. Okay, let's say I want to watch Vampire Diaries, and the magical part comes now. See, there is an ad and I cannot skip this. Apparently Amazon charges again 750 rupees annually for removing ads. Like, just do the math. Amazon is asking to pay you 1500 rupees annually only just to log into their interface, log into their application, log into their website. And now additionally, they want you to pay again 750 rupees to get ads free experience. Okay, let's consider that you have ample of money, so you are ready to pay 2250 rupees annually for enjoying movies and titles on Amazon Prime. But still, my dear friend, you still can't enjoy, because as I showed you earlier that there are many titles who are not available to watch. You have to rent them. And apart from this, we have so much of geo-locked content, like few series or movies which are available to watch if you are in US, Canada or any European country, but you cannot watch them in India. So this thing irritates me a lot. So this OTT scene is so much bloated currently, and a very recent news I came across that a boy has been arrested from Hyderabad. He was running a piracy racket. He had almost around 65 mirror sites, and he had 21,000, or I don't remember the exact number, but he had downloaded so much of titles, web series, movies from these pirated from the network of piracy, and he had uploaded them on his site, and he was earning revenue from ad revenue of those sites. And he had active user base of more than 5 million users across the globe. And there is an estimation that the loss production houses incurred because of that piracy kingpin is more than 1500 crores. If I am sure, these are what numbers that I am hearing and I am coming across through the news channels. But let's not talk about the Indian media, because Indian media is the most rigid and most planted thing in the world of journalism. So let's not talk about that. But yeah, this is a serious news that has been coming across these days. And now here comes the nightmare for content creators like me. Like you know that I went on an outing, kind of solo travel on 22 November. So I had shot footages of vlog and rolled out episode 1 even though I had so much of difficulty in editing that video, in exporting it. I'll come to that part later, but before I'll show you, like, see, 101 GB, like including proxies also. Like, let me just show you the proxies that I had created. So this is somewhere around 32 GB. So we are getting like near about 70 GB of footage shot in a single day. I explored 3 places and 70 GB of footage shot in single day. So those were 4K 60 FPS HDR10 plus footages with HEVC compression, and that's a nightmare for a laptop. Okay, so those who don't know, I had edited a short film along with my friends, and that film won a film festival in my university. So even that film was shot under 25 GB. So runtime of that film is around 16 to 17 minutes. I'll just add them in the annotation card. You can watch that film. So that whole film was shot in less than 25 GB. But this one day of expedition, this was shot in 70 GB. This is a complete nightmare. And the more terrifying part comes now. So this laptop, HP Omen 16, it is a very great machine and it is a power beast for gaming as well as editing, 3D work, everything. But the CPU that we have, AMD Ryzen. So for this CPU, unzipping a HEVC file which has color codec of 10-bit, that is 4:2:2. This is a complete nightmare for this CPU. If it was an Intel CPU, this was not a difficult task. This task could have been done in a buttery smooth way, but this is a AMD CPU. Even though it has a very powerful GPU, NVIDIA RTX 4050 with 6 GB, and it has a TGP of around 120 watt. So technically it should edit in buttery smooth, but the main bottleneck issue is the 16 GB RAM, because Adobe is a RAM hungry software. This needs a lot of RAM, and 16 GB becomes the main bottleneck while editing the timeline. So I decided that I should upgrade for a 32 GB RAM, but to my surprise, to my nightmare, when I called the shopkeeper from whom I had bought this laptop, so I asked him that I want to upgrade my RAM to 32 GB. So he told me that a single 16 GB RAM stick will cost around 18,000 rupees. So in order to set up a 32 GB setup in my laptop, it will cost me around 36,000 rupees. 36,000 rupees for 32 GB of RAM. Even though I will trade off my 16 GB RAM sticks, like older of 8 GB 2 sticks configuration, but that would still also like deduct near about 3 to 4,000 rupees. So I'm paying insanely 32,000 rupees for 32 GB RAM. That is insane. That is criminal. Who would ever like to pay this much amount? And now, the reason of sudden spike in the prices of RAM is because of the AI bubble. Because every startup, you say OpenAI, you say Google's Gemini, Amazon, Microsoft, everyone is into building their own AI, for which they require supercomputers and computing power. So for that they require RAM sticks, they require RAM storage, RAM memory. If you are into this computer thing, like I am a BTech student, so I am very well aware with this, but giving you a rough idea. So RAM is now being used for fulfilling the demands of AI data centers and AI supercomputers. For that, now RAM is being supplied there. So for the consumer market, there is shortage of RAM, and this shortage of RAM has created a sudden spike. Like I remember I had this plan long before. So I had planned to upgrade my laptop in Diwali. So that was costing me around like 15 to 16,000 for the whole kit of 32 GB. And now just see, double the price. It's literally double the price. So this AI bubble is the main reason for the price hike. And literally, for editing such heavy files, this system is choking. Literally, I never got any issue while editing on this machine. Like even I had edited a 1 hour long documentary on this same system. I had edited my short film which was in 4K 24 fps HDR10 color space, so there had been no issue. But since this is straight jump from 24 fps to 60 fps in HDR10, that too in 4K with HEVC compression, so now this machine is choking. Literally, it's choking. It heats like hell. The fans rotate like a military grade helicopter. So now I have to create proxies. So there is no other option, because financially I literally cannot do it. I cannot spend 32,000 for 32 GB of RAM. So all now I can do is create proxies. And maybe in future I will either build a custom PC or I will switch into MacBook. I mean, you can literally see that we are literally paying the same price that we used to pay for Mac. Like if you know, there's a base variant of MacBook for 16 GB, and now if you want to add more RAM, so like you have to add 20,000 for like 8 GB, or if I'm not wrong. And now this is the same what we are paying for Windows. Like for a Windows laptop or PC, if we have to buy a RAM stick, so we are paying literally the same amount what Apple used to loot from us. And this is really scary, insane, terrible, criminal. And I am not sure that by when will you see this vlog, because I have straight 2 vlogs to edit. That from the 22 November footages, I have 2 more vlogs, and then this vlog will come into the queue and I will start editing this. So let's just hope for the good. Bye bye, sayonara. Okay, so just for the update, you can see that the footages I have copied from my phone to this laptop. So these all footages are now taking up less than 3 GB. What earlier, like you can expect this differentiate from the earlier size and this size, because now this time I am shooting this vlog in 4K 30 fps without HDR color space, in the standard 8-bit color space. And even though this has HEVC compression, but like this is 4K 30 fps with without HDR. So like this will be more lighter and softer for our CPU to decompress and work on the timeline of Premiere Pro.